All right, traders, a very warm welcome. I am Devang Mehra from the Financial Analyst, and today has been kind. Today, God has been kind, markets have been kind, and things have worked out exactly as we planned. There was no plan B, and that is the reason why I succeed more often than not. Because whenever you have a plan B, you tend to focus more on the plan B and less on the plan A. Today, we had a plan where market should open. They opened where they wanted to open. We were ready with what we had to do, and we today were a chameleon. And I said this on Telegram. I said that you have to learn to be a chameleon in the market. Chameleon is an animal which can change colors to camouflage. And that's what we did today. We went short in the morning. We were sitting on shorts. And exactly somewhere around 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock, when we saw that markets were changing the momentum, we entered into longs. All the trades were shared on Telegram. And we basically made money no matter how volatile the markets were. And we were successful. I got so many screenshots and I'm going to show everything to you. But I hope you had a wonderful day today. And we'll talk about everything. The most important thing is what goes on in my mind when I take these trades. So we'll discuss about everything. This is the post-market analysis, and welcome to TFA. Firstly, guys, if you made some money today, I want you to hit that like button. Support our channel. That would mean a lot to us. So also, if you made some good money today, if you had the FOMO, you saw our messages but could not trade due to some reason, but loved the trade, mention in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new. So take a minute, do that while I start my segment about the post-market analysis. And also let me know in the comment section, what was the capital that you deployed in the market today and how much did you earn on that capital? This way I can, track each and every person's performance. We always note down every person down in our journals. And, when you join our programs later, that helps us to identify how we can improve your performance. So do that, and we will start with our post-market analysis. All right. So I want to show you what I did today, right? Let's start with that. One more thing I want to add before we get started, guys. Today, when we earned money, I think a lot of people earned 50,000 plus, 1 lakh plus. You'll see in the screenshot that have come to us from Telegram, from our own Discord community. But, whenever we earn some money and when things go our way according to plan, it brings a smile to our face. And we want to savor that moment. So I also want you to help us out. We TFA are supporting an organization that looks after child education. And, I'm from a small city myself, and I've done a lot of social service, and I know what it means to bring a smile to someone's face who is underprivileged. So if you want some money today, I'm going to put a link in my description. You can donate whatever that you want, whatever you feel like, starting from 500 rupees. So if I have helped you in any way today, use some proceeds that you've earned to make someone else happy who's underprivileged. That would mean a lot to me, and that will surely make your day because of the good deed that you're doing. So no forcing you, but just give it a thought. The link is in the description below. Let's get started. What did I do today? That's my positions. Nothing much. 4.08 lakh has been booked. And if you've been tracking my journey, I started, I think, this week with a 2.5 or a 2 lakh capital on last Tuesday. And today my capital from 2.5 has roughly gone to 8 lakhs. So if someone tells you that you can't trade options with a small account, it's nothing like it. I'm a good heavy equity trader, but I'll tell you why I keep my account small. Because whoever has been tracking my performance has seen the amount of investment I do in equity. But why is my investment in options small? I'll cover that in this video. But it's very important that you manage your money well. I have captured a 150% return today. From a 2.5 capital, I've made 4 lakh. So more than 150% return today has been captured by me, all planned. I want to discuss everything that I've done today so that you can note it down in your journals. And when this happens in the future, I want you to deploy these things that you learned. It's about learning. One main thing about the TFA group and the Telegram channel that we're running is, first of all, it's free of cost. Second of all, we don't give you calls. So if you're coming to us for calls, you have come to the wrong place. Please find someone else in the service. We are here to give you our own trades. And that is what I feel is important. Whatever trade that I give you on the Telegram or any of the community I was given on Telegram, it's our own trade. So Axis was my own trade, clocked about 1.73 lakh. The Bank Nifty one was my own trade, clocked in about 2.8 lakh. So everything that I do is shared. So no calls, guys. Number two, Himalaya has been, running unwell for the last couple of days. I would say last 1.5 months, he's been not doing well, but I am very sure, and I promise you, he'll be back in the coming week. His health is improving, and if one mind can give you so much profit, imagine what will happen when mine and Himalay's mind is combined. That's the return we can give you in the coming days. So I'm waiting for his return, and I know a lot of people in this community are also. Right. So first of all, I told you all to carry this trade home. BTST, 35,000 Bank Nifty put. Whoever did it, you earned about roughly 110% easily. So I want to show you exactly what we discussed on Telegram, and I think it will make a lot of sense. Let's start off with the profits that people have earned. This is like a shout out that I want to give to people. This was the profits you can see on the left hand side of my screen. A lot of profits have been clocked in from 7K to 2K, 4.5, 10,000, 18,000, 8,000, 6,000. So what I'm trying to say is, from people from every background, from whatever capital limits that you have, you can trade in the market. If you have a plan, if you know what you want to do, and the main thing is, when you come to the market, you need to know, are you going to be a buyer or are you going to be a seller? I don't want you to come to the market and be confused at what you want to do. Today, if you all read the Telegram message, we all were clear. If market gaps up, we will do this. If market open flat, we will do this. So when you come to the market tomorrow or day after or the coming days, you need to be clear in your head what you want to do. So these were the profits that we earned. And thank you so much for sending them across. If you haven't done that already, make sure you send that across in after this video. Let's start with our Telegram messages, and let me try to explain the logic coming behind each and every one of them. So I said this last night, 11:16 p.m. I said, let us maintain a sell on rise stance. We are not looking good until we cross 36,000. And I said this very clearly. If you are a bull in the market, if you've carried calls, you need to exit tomorrow at the open. And I said we can enter again when you come to the lows, but it's important that you will exit. And finally, I said that if the markets are opening flat, right. So I said if the markets open flat or gap down, you have to sell, because follow through with big momentum is possible. All these things were clarified to you one night before. And I hope this helps, because if I look at the chart of Bank Nifty, let's see where we open today. Today, the date is 15th of March. And I'm going to show you the first candle. Yesterday's closing was 35,400 levels. And today, markets opened roughly at the flattish level. So not a very big gap up was seen in the market today. A small gap up was seen. And as I said, we are opening flat or a slight gap up, gap down, meaning follow through will happen. Because if the market wanted to fall today, it was not going to open somewhere over here. And that's what I said. If the market opens there, still you will exit calls, because then markets will come this area and then they will bounce back. Everything was discussed in Friday's video, and absolutely loving response I got. We got about 800 hours watched on that video. So thank you all for that. Please support our content. It means a lot to us. And exactly, guys, we opened flat. It was easy for a follow through, because in the very first candle, markets broke the support. And I said this very, very clearly in my second message that I sent on the screen. And I said that, let's read it out. I said, let's observe the opening. Flat opening will give follow through. So I said that at 9 o'clock in the morning. So things were okay. And I said, if I gap up tomorrow, I want to average trades. I want to put more money in the trade, because I was sure markets will be coming down. Let's look at what I said later on Telegram. And I said one very, very important thing. I said, if the market wants to fall a lot today, it has to open flat, number one. Number two, it will do so in the very first hour. If it does not do in the very first hour, then forget the fall will happen. And I said this, and I also made it clear, please do not buy calls, make a sell on rise. One very important observation, guys. I said 35,000 level has never been broken in the first half of the market. If you all remember my previous video, I always told you this level has been broken only after 1:30. And today this level was broken in the very first hour. This means that markets are going to go down really, really fast. Exactly what happened. And did the market fall in the first 1 hour? Yes. Did 35K break in the first 1 hour? Yes. So you knew that the momentum was coming. And if you have done any of our programs, you can see inside candles over here. Number one, another inside candle somewhere over here. So you knew what you had to do. You knew where you had to enter. You knew what the SL had to be. So you should have made good money. and there was no reason to buy. I encountered some people that started buying over here. There was no reason, because markets were not looking good. They were not looking healthy. This was the first idea that we put in the market, and we made some good money on this. The second thing that we did was, I said all crucial levels have been broken in the first half. Nifty broke 14,800. Bank Nifty broke 34,750. There was no level to look after. And I said that, guys, I said, I will not take any calls. I said, please, 34,750 is the last line of defense. If you are in longs, that should be SL. And I think that was one approach that should have saved some money. Why did I say 34,750? Because this was the previous, if you go back a little bit, this was our previous lows. And it was possible that today markets bounced off over here. So a lot of people went long due to whatever reason they found fit. And I said, if this level breaks, you need to exit long. So if you exited long here, you actually saved a lot of money, because markets tumbled 400 more points. So I hope I helped you in that aspect as well today. Give it a like, guys, if you find this helpful. And this is all fine. I told you ICICI Bank 600 is important, HDFC Bank 1520, Axis 725. I said these are important levels, and all of you saw how these levels tumbled. ICICI broke 600, and I gave this trade also in the group. I think it's covered later. If I open the chart of ICICI Bank, you'll see how we made money on ICICI. This was a short idea given to you. 600 being a round number was difficult to break, and the moment you can see the 600 number break, you can see followed by a good inside candle, couple of inside bars over here, and from 600 we went all the way to 590. 10 rupees profit should have been booked if you went short. I said Axis Bank 725 crucial, and I think made a low of 715. HDFC Bank was a person that did not want to move, and which I'll come to in the later part of the analysis. And I said, guys, pullbacks, we will get the pullbacks, but please short the pullbacks. That was the initial plans. And whenever markets went up 100 points, we used the opportunity, short the market, and made money. We short ICICI Bank, etc., and we made some money out of that as well. Moving on to the next screenshot, what did we discuss? This is something very, very important. I said, guys, I've booked my profit, and I booked all positions. Why did I do that? I'll tell you in a bit. And I said, guys, HDFC Bank and Kotak do not want to move. They are keeping Bank Nifty afloat. And if the market wants to fall below 34,400, these guys have to move. Let's talk about the charts of HDFC Bank. If you saw HDFC Bank, it basically did not want to move today. For some odd reason, there was something going on in HDFC. It's a very big bank. And the moment it has 1520, you can see it didn't want to close below 1520. This is one area that told me that markets did not want to go down further. And you have to understand, guys, if markets have already fallen down 800 points, we can't expect them to go 2000 points, because eventually what are you trading? You're trading Bank Nifty, you're trading Nifty. What is Bank Nifty? It's a basket of the top banks in the country. You can't expect banks on no news to free fall in the market. And if the top bank HDFC does not want to go and break this level, you can't expect Bank Nifty to follow. That was one thing I kept in mind. The other one was Kotak. All the other banks, SBI, Axis, ICICI, they broke all their supports. That's why the markets were continuing to fall. But Kotak was another stock which was not breaking the lows of 1890. It did not want to do that. We saw a good divergence here, and we saw a good divergence on HDFC. I would have held my position longer if these two banks followed. But because they were not following the protocol, I said that let's wait for a pullback and enter again some shorts in a stock, but let us exit positions. And we exited right at lows, because if we didn't do that, markets gave a very, very steep pullback. All of you are aware of that. So I saved you in that approach. We booked the profits in our puts at the right time, and you'll see later how we entered longs. So in the next screenshot, let's see what I did. I said that markets are oversold. Technical pullback has to happen. HDFC, Kotak are not participating. So we know some very, very important point I've discussed. I said that if the markets have to fall down, we need new sellers. And I don't think new sellers will come at this level, but they will enter 200-300 points up. Also, I said, guys, there is no divergence right now, no reason to buy, but we will start to see some divergence. And then we saw technical pullback. Let's talk about this for a bit. Nifty bank chart. You can correlate everything with Nifty. It's almost the same, but see Nifty bank. Try to understand your big banks not going down, number one. Number two, markets consolidating at lows, and then we saw a technical, some kind of RSI divergence popping. I knew markets didn't want to go down. And this is when I said, do not be in short, because already the momentum has happened. Already the markets are in good oversold territory. You should get some pullback, because if markets want to fall down further, you still need some pullback. I said this in my last couple of videos, markets can't fall a lot. They have to cool down on the RSI, then they can fall down further. So all these things helped me to understand that I didn't want to go down today. And that is when, so a lot of people already booked profits at that point of time. But if whoever didn't book profits, I told you all to enter another trade. And I said I've accumulated Axis Bank 720 calls. I think this was the trade of the day. I made a good 2 lakh on this trade. 24.8 was a premium. It made a high of 13.9. After that, it extremely shot up. The reason was, I've told you, why did I choose Axis Bank? Number one, HDFC Bank, I didn't want to choose. The reason is it hadn't fallen down a lot. So we wouldn't see a lot of short covering there. Kotak was another not allowed stock. The reason is it doesn't move very well. It's very haphazard when it moves. At the same time, Kotak also hadn't fallen down a lot. So there was no potential lot of short covering going to happen there. So I was left with 3 stocks: ICICI, Axis, SBI. SBI, I didn't want to trade on the long side. Why? Because I was in the gap. If you all know the daily charts of SBI, you know it was in a very, very big gap. So I didn't want to enter because the risk was high. Left with ICICI and Axis. So I chose Axis. Charts looking good. We got a good potential divergence, 15 minutes. I'm going to show you. Another reason was, so you can see a good divergence being formed over here. That was one reason why I entered long in Axis, and a good inside bar seen over here. Number one. Number two, I also gave you a very interesting indication. I think this is not the right setting, so I'll come. I gave you a level on Axis Bank, I think 723, and I said that the moment 723 breaks, we will see a huge momentum. I lived up to my words. Yeah, 723.34. I lived up to my words. The moment this level was broken, the share went bonkers. If you made money, let me know in the comments below. It really, really went bonkers. And let's see what was the last couple of screenshots I shared with you. And I said that, like, I told you guys not to go short. We saw good money made in Axis, and things were good in our approach. We made really good money, and I hope you made money too. One very important reason why I didn't why I went long on Axis, I'll tell you in a second. Try to understand, guys, this was support, right? 720 regions, and yesterday's closing was 750. Remember this, power moves don't sustain. What is a power move? Power move basically means when you are falling in one go like this. And even today, markets were falling in one go. And I said this in Telegram also. I said that if markets want to fall down, they have to halt at this level for 1-2 days, and then they have to fall down. So I was prepared that Axis Bank, ICICI Bank, and Bank Nifty will not go down further today, because today this was a very big red candle. It was a power move. A good 10% fall had happened in the last 2 days, which cannot sustain. If Axis Bank wants to go down, it has to consolidate, and then it could have fallen down in the coming sessions. So I was prepared for a pullback. That was one logic. Number two, RSI was sustaining above 50. I've told you a lot of times, as long as the RSI is above 50, it will take support there, and eventually we made money in that aspect. That was all the trading I have done. I took one trade home, JSW Steel. I didn't. I have given this trade in. So I've given this trade to you guys. Yeah, I hope you can see me. I think someone is using a webinar. But what I'm trying to say is that I gave you this trade on equity, JSW Steel. We gave this trade to you on equity, and I think we made some good money there. We entered around 420 was the price on JSW Steel. Today was 430 roughly. So you must have made good 10 rupees on the equity part of JSW. The reason I didn't get JSW was I was scared. I was not confirmed. But I think JSW should start to perform now. It's given you a very good momentum, and I think tomorrow, if the day high in JSW is broken, you can get a very, very good momentum. So a couple of trades I took today, and I made some decent money out of them. So this is the post-market analysis. So what I'll do is I have to go somewhere right now. I'm not in my house right now. So around 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, I'll come with tomorrow's analysis, guys. Please bear with me as you know, a demise has happened in my death has happened in the family. So I'm a little bit busy in that aspect. So please bear with me. I hope you made some money today. Let me know in the comment section how your day was. If you like my analysis every single day, and if you can apportion some part of your earnings to the cause in the description below. I will see you in some time in the night. Thank you so much.